30,000 TB champions. It's the highest number that we ever saw. In the presentation, and the Honorable Minister of Health spoke about Nikshe. Nikshe, every country should have Nikshe. We should try and clone you, sir, and come and push in every country to have a Nikshe. Nikshe is the only real-time TB information system that we have in the world. You basically go online, any of you now, and we find out how many people with TB were diagnosed, per district, per sub-district, by age, by gender, by category. It's amazing to analyze the data, but it's empowering many other activities happening. There is an amazing decentralization of the TB efforts here, and I salute the way in which these are happening at sub-national level, at state and district level, in which actually there is a competition in which states the incidence and the numbers of people treated are going in the right direction, and we will hear today some prizes being given. That is absolutely amazing. Nikshe helps also, you heard, in India, every single person with TB receives 500 rupees per month during the treatment. It's the scale that this effort took, being done through an online platform, through Nikshe, like this transfer of the cash, is unbelievable. 8 million people received around $220 million in the last 5 years for this. There are other countries giving a little bit of money. There is nothing at this scale, because India is not doing pilot projects. India is doing at scale, and that's something that we should embrace and we should know about that. And let me tell you about something else that India does at scale, and it's actually my favorite, because it brings the heart and the love that we should have for the people with TB. I think in September last year, or early October, I think it was September, the TB Free India initiative of you, Your Excellency, Honorable Prime Minister, was launched. And that is an initiative in which people with TB are accompanied, if they will agree, by a supporter, by a person that will support and will encourage and will provide him with some financial resources, or some food baskets, with a word of love, with a shoulder to cry throughout the treatment. It was an open invitation, basically, to the entire nation of India to embrace people with TB. Absolutely amazing idea. Absolutely amazing effort. Do you know why? First of all, because people learn about TB. And this is where people, people like us, with privileges, with salaries, private sector and so on, why not embrace 1 or 2 or 3 people that are less lucky than us? Stigma disappears. The people feel heard and listened. And we, which are lucky ones, not sick, we are able to understand about the challenges that a person of TB has. It went amazing. 1 million people already with TB from India are paired with their supporters. This is absolutely spectacular. Congratulations. I really think, honestly, that this is an idea that we can have in other places as well. And today, now here, I announce that I will personally support 5 people with TB from India, from here, from Varanasi. I want to go towards the second part of my speech, which I am going to hopefully finish very soon. I want to say this. India will end TB by 2025. We in Stop TB Partnership are the biggest supporters of the efforts of India, and will continue to support this. With the team you have in place, Prime Minister and Minister of Health, and the colleagues here, I have no doubt. The incidence is already going up. There are states in which the incidence is going down at 40, 50, 30%, unheard of. This is fantastic. But we need, sir, your help in the world. We need... I work for Stop TB Partnership, and I really believe we can end TB in the world by 2030. You know what happens? India goes ahead, will reach the NTB by 2025. We'll have to drag all of us after, you know? So we have to keep up. It's like in a race, you know? They go ahead, the rest we have to run to keep up. And in this keep up, there are two things that, if Your Excellency, you have a bit of time to think about it. In September, in New York, during the UN General Assembly, we have the UN high-level meeting for TB. It's an important moment for all of us. And we are not that lucky in many countries to benefit from the attention of the prime ministers or head of states. So we want to ask you here if you will be inclined, hopefully, to advise the people that are surrounding you and keep your calendar to at least ring-fence in your calendar the date of 22 September, that together with the Excellency Minister of Health, you will be with us in New York. So that will be an extremely important moment because, as I said, you see, TB is not a very sexy disease. And our people affected by TB are not the most visible, are the ones that are usually having, unfortunately, a vulnerability, are not the ones that we are able to see. But I know that your heart is for these people, and we need a voice to speak for them. That is a voice that will be listened at the world. So please, sir, if that will be possible, it will be great, not for me, obviously, not for the Stop TB Partnership, obviously, but for all of us here in the room and the world. And the second point that I want to make, and the last, and it's another request, I come from a country where we used to ask a lot of things, I'm Romanian. My second point is, we spoke here about one future, one earth, world. We need one leader. I'm serious. We want you to inspire other leaders in the world to help drive this agenda forward. And I'm looking at Stop TB Partnership during our board meeting. We will launch an initiative, a coalition of leaders, with the one leader as the founding leader. And I'm looking at the President of Indonesia, I'm looking at the President of Brazil, I'm looking at the President of South Africa and the President of Nigeria, the newly elected President of Nigeria, to maybe join under your leadership this movement. We will announce it at the Stop TB Partnership, and we want to launch it in New York, and that will be for us in TB.